Good morning and welcome to another edition of Wellbeing Wednesday. And I'm joined today by a familiar face, Yaron Engler, welcome, author of The Crop Method. But today we are going to be discussing something a little bit different because Yaron has got a new offering and it's a long one, isn't it?
It's a long one. It's a big commitment. It's for guys who feel that they are ready and wanting to create a real change in their life. Not like a quick fix and let's move on and then old patterns come back, but to really go into a journey where you really transform yourself, and you will definitely end up in a very different place to where you are right now.
So the course is 10 months.
The course is, it's not a course. I don't like to call it a course because it's not really a course. I prefer the word adventure. It's a 10-month journey where you enter a group with 7 other like-minded men and myself, where it's for men only, and we dive deep into all areas of life. If you're interested in growth and you want to grow whatever it is, if you have a business, if you want to grow your capacity to be a family man, a father, whatever it is, it's all tied together. So we put goals and we set everything, but the most important bit is what kind of men do you want to be on that process? And that's what we look at on a very deep level. And the beautiful thing is that it's not just you're going through the journey yourself. We're going through the crop method, which we mentioned in the previous video. And then at the same time, you see other guys in their struggles, with their questions, with their doubts, with their successes as well. And that bounce back is a really powerful thing that as men, we can learn a lot, because usually we kind of go solo all the time. So, yeah.
I think that's really interesting because I totally agree with you. The thing with not all men, but a lot of men, they find it really difficult to open up about their insecurities or things that are worrying them. But in a room with a group of, like you say, like-minded people, that journey, that adventure, does that make it easier? Does it make it sort of like more what's the word, conformist for people to talk about?
It's a weird thing, but it is a rare thing. It's not only to talk about insecurities and things like that. It's also to learn to ask for what we want as men. A lot of men are holding back from doing this. And we just don't have this space as men to really share and really talk really openly. But I'm talking about really openly. The guys that are in the group keep saying, like, I have really good friends in my life. I have really good family, but I've never spoken like this with any other people. The level of trust that we create, which is the key point for the whole thing to work, is huge. And when that happens, the guys start to feel more confident and open to share things that they've been holding inside for, I'm saying years, it can be decades. And the beautiful thing is that in a space like this, where there is trust and all the masks and the facade and all the bullshit is removed, suddenly, you share something that has been bothering you for years and you felt like you couldn't speak to anybody about it. Suddenly you share it and you see that 3-4 other guys would say, me too. And you suddenly understand that this thing that made you feel that you're not good enough, that you are ugly, that you're stupid, that you are whatever it is, you understand, like, oh shit, it's just a thought, it's just something, and I'm not alone here. And then you start to learn, and this bounce back again. You learn to clear all that stuff away and to start being more comfortable with what I call your truth, what you really stand for. Because a lot of times what we really want to talk about, what we really want to do, we feel that we can't really speak it up because of what people might say. And we all have around us people and situations where we have to shut down. That's the complete opposite environment. You are welcome to share everything and you will never have a pushback. You will have challenge, you will have encouragement, you will have support, you will have it's a very challenging environment, but very loving. So it's a loving challenge kind of thing. And the whole purpose of the challenge is to help you be more of you.
And it's interesting because I know we've spoken about this before, and the kind of guys that maybe this adventure is aimed at are often very successful guys. And the kind of guys that we look at and think, wow, they've really got their crap together. But then bubbling under, that's not always the case, is it?
well, it can be the case to what we call success, you know, and success, apparent success of businesses going well, and we have a family. But under the surface, as you said, that there is a lot of doubts, a lot of insecurities, a lot of like, oh, I'm very successful, but I don't want to do it anymore. And because, you know, these guys, when they reach to that level of success, a lot of times you're quite alone on that space. You know, you have employees that are looking for things for you to tell. You have kids, you know, you are a leader, and you have a lot of people that are looking up for you, and you need to give answers. But who can you bounce back with? And this environment is where suddenly you have people that won't say yes to everything that you say, will challenge the way you think. You will see from their choices, some you will agree with, some you won't, but you will learn so much, because again, it's this bounce back. So if you are in a doubt, if you have something that you want to explore as an idea, you want to anything, you know that you have people that you can fully trust to bounce back, to get like a real honest feedback, and to grow together.
And I know as well, again, we spoke before about inviting people to join you on your journey, on their adventure. You don't have to be into kind of like mental health awareness, or it's just people that feel that maybe there's something missing, maybe that they're not reaching their full potential, and people that have maybe thought about doing these kind of sessions before, but never almost been brave enough to take the plunge. I mean, if they're going to take the plunge with anyone you want, it's got to be you.
No, I don't think so. You know, there are many different offers out there for men. And you know, I created this program, which I called And Then What? I called the program And Then What for a reason, because I found that as a man, I wanted to be in a place where I'm around men that I really feel it's all about this bounce back. Like, I want to be with guys that I feel that I can truly inspire them and share my story, and really feel that I have an influence on the way they think. But at the same time, I want to feel that they give me exactly the same, because a lot of times I find myself in a situation where I'm kind of leading and it's me giving, or situations where I'm kind of in a place where I'm feeling like, oh shit, kind of like I need to, you know, put myself in a bit low. This is a place, you know, I like to call it, it's a bit weird, but to kind of like being a king amongst kings, you know, guys that you feel really like, whoa, there is a nice bounce here. Now, what I found, a lot of these offers that there are, you know, they are beautiful. And I keep saying those organizations because they're doing a great job. So the Mankind Project, Band of Brothers, and many others that people can go and test. For me, I did a lot of investigation for myself, and I tried many different things. What I found a lot of times, that there is an invitation for men to share and be vulnerable and open and be more honest with how we feel, which is super necessary and beautiful. But for someone like me, came the question, and then what? And this is why I call the program And Then What? So I'm open, we are open as men. We are happy to share and to be vulnerable. But then what? What do we want to create in the world? What kind of men do we want to be? How do we want to impact our families, our businesses, our jobs, our society? And that's the environment. So this program is about people like that who want to create an impact. So it's not because, for a lot of guys, you know, I have nothing against therapy. I've done tons of therapy, and I think it's brilliant. But for a lot of guys, it's not what they want or need. All they want is a place where they can challenge each other. So the only thing that I'm asking people, this is the big thing, the big commitment that guys that join this journey, which is a challenge. It is a challenge. You need to be fully open to both give and receive a really honest feedback, even when it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because once you're willing to be in a space like this, that you know that you have this bounce back of really honesty, and honesty that comes from love and support, not honesty that comes from like, I'll poke you.
Yes, yeah.
The growth is immense. What happens is beautiful.
Do you know what, Yaron? I so wish that you would do one of these for women, and maybe one day I'll twist your arm and you will. But thank you so much. I know that anybody that joins you on your journey, they're going to get so much out of it. And thank you for joining me today. Thank you, Sandy. Anybody, if you want to know more about it, check out the links in the comments, and jump onto Yaron's website, and there'll be more information about how to sign up and how to contact him. And thanks again. Have a lovely day.